All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines After Dark. I'm, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today, we need more roads. We definitely need more roads, and the reason we need those roads is pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I upgraded this road, and I corrected this road into this particular district. What do we call this? I don't remember. It is Beechwood District. I will need to come up with creative names for these at some point. I may throw it to Twitter to come up with the names, and it may have been... I mean, at the time you're seeing this episode, it will have been like a week ago I threw it out to Twitter because I'm recording away in advance, because as some of you may know, I'm moving to Scotland soon. So I may throw that out there for some memorable district names, but we'll see. But no, the reason we need the various roads, or at least we possibly need another bridge, is because traffic is backing up like crazy here. It is an issue, and it is an issue that I think I can solve with a relatively simple move such as this. But, well, actually, maybe not that. We'll see. Let's go ahead and... No, let's add that back in for a moment. Let me get rid of that. Let me do that, and then delete that one. So now this will be easier to go over. But now what I really need to do is see if I can link it to there. Which, in theory, I can. It's just going to be slightly tricky. So take that up. That is actually pretty perfect. Good lord. Alright, so take that to there, and then can I just link it straight across? I think I probably can. Yeah, that is not bad. That is not bad at all. That kind of does the job I wanted it to do. Unfortunately, the spacing on it's a little bit weird, so we might be able to fix that. Let's see if that's a possibility to make this look a little bit better. I do like things to be aesthetically pleasing around here. That's not as bad, but generally isn't as nice either. I guess that'll do. It is another bridge. It will serve the function I want it to serve. It's just this could become a very busy intersection. We'll see. We'll see how the game handles that. But at least we have, another entrance to the area. That's very important to have. A fair bit of traffic using it too, which is nice to see. What I will do is I'll use Traffic Manager there to turn off the traffic lights just along that road, I think. Maybe not there, though. And we'll see how that goes. We'll leave the traffic lights on there, but let it flow everywhere else. I mean, traffic is using it. That is definitely a good thing. Traffic is definitely using it, so that is nice to see. I do want to switch the lanes up a little bit, though. The leftmost lane can go anywhere. The actual road lane can only go to the left. That one can only go straight on, and that one can only go to the right. That seems fine. This one's going to be set up in a similar manner. And this one needs to be set up in a similar manner. There we go. The lanes will all correspond to one direction or another. Not the band. May the band name rest in peace. I'm utterly, as you can tell, I'm utterly devastated by One Direction going on hiatus. They are my favorite band. They very difficult to lie about that. I'm finding it slightly tricky to spin that lie. I'm going to be honest. I almost choked in my words. Oh boy. Okay, well, we have this other bridge here. That will take some of the traffic, which is good. That is very good. Some of the traffic, I guess any of the traffic in the city over here will now be taking those bridges, which is fantastic news. That is what I want to see. We have some traffic taking this bridge. I do wonder if I was to upgrade that bridge to this particular style, would it become... No, it doesn't become one of the suspension bridge things, or whatever the hell you call them. Although, could I make it become one? I actually could, and I think I'm going to do that because it looks much better. That really does look much, much better, and I think having 3 lanes there could work since there's a lot of opportunity for different directions to go there. I don't think we necessarily need 3 lanes here, though, is the thing. I don't think this road needs it, but I'm going to do it just to make it match. Just so that it doesn't look silly. I like the yellow lights, I really do. I just think... I think that'll work much better. Well, I say work much better, just looks better, is what I'm getting at. And from an aesthetic standpoint, that's quite satisfying to look at. I do love looking at this city from above like this. I am really happy with how it's turning out. But, you know, we've been rambling for a few minutes now. Let's go ahead and actually start building something. That's probably a fair idea. We could do some residential zoning. Like an actual big chunk of residential zoning on the island in the Willow District. It is a tourism-focused district, which may cause some problems, but what I'm thinking is that if we'll go with this road, and we'll go with the freeform tool, and we'll come off of here. And if we curve it around like this, have it just follow the coast quite nicely, we'll do something similar to what we've done elsewhere. This area is going to be a little bit... That's not so bad, actually. I was going to say it's going to be tricky. It probably won't be. Bring this to here and then connect to there, I guess. And that can be a big area for residential zoning, I think. I do think that'll work. Now what I'd like to do is get some grids. And I know what you're thinking, you know, grids can be boring, but I'm going to make it look interesting. With a little bit of experimenting that came from a live stream, which is put a load of roads like this, you know, going vertical in just your standard pattern. This is turned into a tutorial, apparently. And your good old standard pattern there. Can I make this work? I guess I can do that. Nope. There we go. Alright, so take that up to there. That's some weird zoning on it, but sure. That'll do the job. We'll also take this one up to... Come on, slightly over it, up to there. Oh. Okay, maybe we won't do that one. We can connect it, nonetheless. That's all well and good. Now we just need to do this slightly differently to make this bit work. And take this bit down to there, and into there. Okay. So we have a big old boring looking grid. The best way I find to approach making this look exciting is with just angled roads. Just do stuff like this. Take an angled road through there and split it up a bit. It's still a grid, it just has some excitement to it. Yes, excitement is what I'm calling this. I'm also going to do the same here. And create one hell of an intersection there. That really should have traffic lights, I think. I think traffic lights there is possibly a good idea. Oh, we're a capital city. Wait a minute. I could swear I've seen this before. Maybe it was in a failed recording. I don't know. Either way, we're a capital city. That's kind of cool. We'll take that out of there. That actually... Yeah, that looks good. Okay. It looks less like a grid. You gotta admit. I mean, it still looks like a grid. It just looks like, you know, less of a grid. I might actually zone this as its own district as well. That could be a really good idea, because at the minute, traffic might be inclined to use that as a through zone, which would be really bad, so let's go ahead. Madison Park, that's actually a really nice name for this place. That could totally work. Let's just zone this really nicely, because I'm not really sure what way traffic's going to be, or what way zoning is actually going to work on this place, so we'll take it to the road, and we'll take it along this road as well, then we'll take it up to here, and we'll fill in the space, and that should work out pretty well, if I do say so myself. Madison Park is... I like the name. I think Madison Park sounds lovely. It's a district within a district currently. That's perhaps not quite what I want. I'm gonna need to neaten this up even more, aren't I? Because the other district is causing some problems. Okay, what we'll do is we'll click there with the slightly bigger brush, and we'll just extend it a bit, just to you know, take up the island and all that stuff. There we go. Extend it down this way a little bit too. I really like the name Madison Park. That totally works. Oh, that's a bit dodgy though. It's a bit tricky here. We do need to neaten up the highway. The highway cannot look like that. That looks horrible. Let's just make that look all nice and presentable. There we go. Madison Park. That'll totally do the job. All right, that is going to be... Oh no, wait a minute. We can't actually have it on the highway or the avenue road there, because they need to be able to go through there, but that is perfect. So they won't be able to use Madison Park as a through road, and it also can't be zoned here because that needs to be a road that they can use. But they can't go through this district to get anywhere, so... oh, I've also got styles enabled. I'm not going to go European. I'm not going to go European because it would look a little bit silly. We'll go with Old Town. We'll go with... I guess we'll do no loud noise in the night. No, No, we'll not bother with that, because it's not going to be a leisure area anyway. We'll continue, we'll encourage biking, we'll turn off heavy traffic, we'll do high-tech housing, and that'll be good. That'll be good. We'll give Parks and Rec boost. What else have we got? Schools out? No. Harsh prison sentences. That is something we do need a prison, actually. We definitely need a prison. We'll do harsh prison sentences. This is going to be a really nice area, basically, so... You know, we need some of that. What I will do is this middle section is going to have some commercial in it. Then surrounding that, I'm going to do some offices just in some small spots like that. And I think I'll do a big chunk of office there. Then everything else in here is going to be made up of residential zoning. That way, we can have a huge, huge pocket of people living here. And they can either work in or shop in the other districts. And it should be great. I'm not actually going to zone anyone on that road. Not living on that road. I might do some commercial there, but no one's going to be living on that road. We'll do some along there as well. And just all the way around there and there. And this will probably be a nightmare for traffic, but I'm okay with that, to be honest. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out. A bit of zoning there as well. Let's do some... I'm actually thinking I might do offices there. I'll do some offices, I'll do some commercial. And I'll just split it up a little. You know, I'll just shake it up and make it look like that. That'll do. Okay, that seems like a nice place, to be honest. We can actually go ahead and extend it here. I'll put some commercial by the highway, just to you know, block that out a little bit. And that should be good. That should work. They probably need piping. That is an important part of any residential zone. Is water. You know, they kind of need it. Let's go ahead and do this. Does that? No, it doesn't fill up the entire space. That's fine. Continue it up to there, and continue that down to there. And then I guess we'll fill in this space while we're here as well. So fill out all of that. Like so. Okay. That kind of works. That could be interesting. We do need some parks, though. We do need some of these. I'm not quite sure where to put them. I mean, I could fit one in there. But that's a pretty big chunk of land to be taken up by a park. There could work. I guess we'll put one there. That sort of does the job. What else have we got? That was actually a big chunk of residential zoning gone. Okay. We do have a dog park, which I guess could go at that corner? Sure, why not? We do have a plaza, which could go... I do kind of want something in this middle area, to be honest. That doesn't really fit. Does this fit? Not really. That's obviously not going to fit. That's the huge park. Okay, I mean, I could get a... I could get a botanical garden in there, which could look nice. I could put that at the back of that triangle. Or on one side of it. I think I'll just put it there. Or maybe not. Maybe... Yeah, we'll put it there. That'll be fine. That'll help the value of the area a little bit. Any unique buildings we could put in there? We could put the luxury hotel in there. If I really wanted to. I don't know that I really want to, though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that I want the luxury hotel. It's very expensive. We do, of course, have the... What is this? The Lazarette Plaza. Maybe we'll skip out on that. We have the slightly bigger plaza. What one's this? The Statue of Wealth. That could be nice. We'll put that in there. Anything else we have here? We, of course, have the Transport Tower. We have Friendly Neighborhood Park. I mean, Transport Tower could be nice. But again, that's not really a... That's not really a residential area kind of building, I suppose. It could go in there, but I think I'll pass on it. The Mall of Moderation's fine. We have the tax office. We have the oppression office. We have High Interest Tower. Which is what exactly? It's... Hi, many companies like to have their offices here. Okay, I mean... We could do it. Again, would fit really nicely in there. If we didn't have the bloody parks. I'm very tempted to get rid of those parks. I'm very tempted, because this could look good there. This could look really good. Or maybe there. No, I think it would look good down this end. Let's do it. Let's get rid of some parks. It'll be fine. It's fine. Let's put this in there, I guess. Very expensive, but let's do it. It looks a bit silly, like it's enormous. It is insanely huge, that tower, but I think it works. I mean, we have this one as well, which could also fit in there, I think. No, it couldn't. It has to be sort of long ways. I guess if I put a road in there, it would fit. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put a road in there. I know it's kind of silly, but I'm gonna do it. I wanna put the tires in there and make it look interesting. What way do we want traffic to flow here, though? I guess this is the main road, so I guess have a one-way road going like that. That'll be interesting. Now let's have a look at this tire, which fits in there perfectly. Look at that. Oh, that's gonna look so good. I could probably get some parks in there. Yeah, there's room for 2 of these, which I guess works. All right. Oh, that looks kind of cool, actually. All right. That was totally worth it. Anything I could squeeze in here. Anything at all. That would sort of work. Again, that would sort of work. That would not work. That would work that way, I guess. Sure, we'll do that. I'll put a bit of a pedestrian path on this side of it, I suppose. Just make it work. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. It's different. It's different, and this area is actually growing as well, which is fantastic news. They don't have electricity though. They do not have electricity, which is something they might not have for a while. So let's go ahead and connect these up to there, I guess. I guess that'll work. There we go. That area looks all right. That looks all right. Traffic can use the avenue to get where they need to go, but they can't go through Madison Park to get there. So that's perfect. That's good. I'm really happy with how this entire area is looking. That's a nice extension to the island. I think that's incredibly useful. If you heard a weird ding there, like that was from Windows 10, that'll because I've just been told that there's an update for Adobe Creative Cloud. That's always good to know as well. Thank you, Adobe. That's just what I've been looking for. I mean, it isn't, but thank you anyway. So I have just made the discovery, or rediscovered the fact that the luxury hotel could actually fit in there really nicely. And I'm really tempted to do it, even though it's super expensive every week. I am really, really tempted, just because I think it could look really good. Although it's sort of got the wrong side of it facing out, you know, it's got this curved bit of it looking there. I don't know. I mean, I could do it. I could sort of do it down here. I could have. No, it wouldn't fit there. I could do it here, I guess, and have it look at the other buildings, but I mean, I guess that could work. Put all my tall skyscrapers down this end of the city. Though that's the residential zone, I guess. No, I think there is possibly the best place for it. Let's do it. No, that's a residential zone I'd be getting rid of there. Let's do that. There we go. That looks interesting. That does shake up the skyline a little bit, and I really like how that shakes up the skyline. What else have we got? We have some plazas, we have the Mall of Moderation, we have the tax office. When do we get the Colossal Order offices? A high weekly education expense. Okay. And we of course have the stadium as well, which could totally go in there, but I don't think I'll bother with the stadium just yet. It would actually fit really nicely there. Oh, that could be really interesting, having the stadium there. Right in the middle of the city. Right in the heart of the city could be an interesting place for it, though it would unfortunately be getting rid of some more parks, which I'm not a huge fan of. I could put it there. I could definitely put it there. I think I will. I think I'll put the stadium there. Again, it's 200,000, but totally worth it. I want to increase the sort of leisure in this area. So a stadium to do that, you know, the big hotel, all these fancy buildings. You know, I think it works. I do think it works, and we also have a new piece of land available for purchase. We'll go ahead and get that one. There we go. Beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at that view. That is That is a pretty spectacular view. I am really happy with how that's turned out. How are the buses going? A lot of people want the buses. New building, of course. We have the cargo stuff now, which I'm not too interested in at the moment. I will be in the future. Let's see. Let me have a look at my bus lines. So we have a bus going about there. We, of course, have the... Is it the blue line is the citywide one? No, what one is it? Do I not have a citywide line? No, I don't. Hold on a minute. Do I... What is the black line is the one that goes around there, correct? The blue line is the one that goes around the residential zone, and then the brown one is the one that goes up there. So we don't actually have a line in Franklin Park. I feel like I should fix that. I feel like that's something I could totally fix. Let's see. So have a bus come out of there, have a bus go to Franklin Park, so have it come in that way, I guess. Then sort of go up and around. I'm not quite sure what way I want to do this, to be honest. I want plenty of stops, though. So just loads of stops around Franklin Park for people who live there and want to go into the city, whatever. Doesn't matter what the purpose is, just lots of stops in the area. Have that come up to here. And then I guess just have the bus leave. I guess that would work. So have that come to here again and complete the line. That's going to be... That is a new blue line, which is going to be a little bit troublesome to figure out. I assume you're the new bus for that. Bus line 4. Okay. That can be green. That can be a beautiful green color. There we go. And I think I might want another bus line at some point for the Willow District and Madison Park. I guess we could get a bus line now for Madison Park. It's never really going to change, so have a bus sort of come up this way and just go down and around, I suppose. I mean, I guess that works. Have it sort of go to there, down to there, up this way. Yeah, this... Oh god, that's not right. This sort of works. Have it come up that way, down to there, and then back to the station. And it's a very... You know, it's not a long way to go for the buses. It'll do nicely. It'll do nicely. Where's the blue? There's a blue bus. That's bus line 5. Is going to be bright yellow. It's sort of a greeny yellow, but it'll do the job. Okay, so there's a bunch of buses going there now. That'll be great. That'll be great. We'll see if anyone actually uses any of the new lines. There's some people waiting to use it. Okay, that's not so bad. What are you... Wait a minute. What the hell are you doing? Is that a... I assume that's a bag. You're going there. I guess, yeah, there are some commercial buildings over there. Okay, that seems interesting. That seems very interesting. The stadium's doing its thing. There's a few people visiting. I guess at some point, we are absolutely going to need 55,000 people. Well, I guess we're going to need it. I guess the other question is, let's look at education, because elementary school availability is not going to be good right now. I guess we should probably put an elementary school... I guess there's probably a good place. Somewhere along here is a good place for one. There's a good place for an elementary school. That'll cover most of Madison Park. How many people live in Madison Park? 2,500. So maybe we need another elementary school. I think another one could be a worthwhile expense. So put another one there. So, I mean, elementary schools, we've improved the number of people that can go. But these people over here, they're going to be intentionally sort of, you know, skipping school. That's kind of the plan there. 2 elementary schools is probably not enough for this area, but I can't really afford a bunch more. High schools we definitely need more of. There isn't actually a high school on this island. Which I guess we can fix by putting a high school right next to the stadium and the university by that extension. So we'll do that. Can an elementary school go next to it? It actually can. There we go. That puts a couple of schools just there, which is pretty great. We have a university there as well. I could put another elementary school there, which I think I actually want to do just to, just generally improve the education on the island. It's very important to me. I do want to keep up with education this time around. I think a high school up here could be another worthwhile investment. So we'll go ahead and we can't actually chuck it in there. That's kind of annoying. I guess we can put it there. Yeah, we'll do that. There's a high school for the people. That does have power. We do need... How many people can a high school hold? 1,000? So we need 2 more. Alright, we need 2 more high schools. Let's see where we could put them. Not up there, certainly. We could probably do with another one in here somewhere. Such as there. That's probably a good place for one. And we could probably get one... We could probably get one on this road, I guess. That'd be a bit different. Or just there. Would probably make a lot more sense. So right there. Okay, we have enough high schools. I think I will get one more just to have room for, you know, expansion and all that stuff. So another high school can go down here, possibly. Maybe not. Where else can we put one? That's the question. I don't really want to put it in the leisure district, so I guess... Can I get one along here at all? I don't really want it on the coastline. I guess there? Or there. That's perfect. Okay. Right, that's enough in terms of high school. University is fine. Elementary school really isn't. Elementary schools aren't doing well at all. Let's get another one just up here somewhere. Right there. That'll do. Okay, that'll definitely improve education across the city. Water availability is actually lacking a little bit, so let's go ahead and just get a couple more pumps up this way. 1, 2, we'll get 3 of them just to make sure that we have future-proofed ourselves a little bit. There we go. That'll totally bump up. There we go. Water availability, as you can see down here by the city vitals, is fine. That's fantastic. Apparently we are having some problems with garbage trucks right now. I mean, that's less than good. That is definitely less than good. We also have a bit of a higher fire hazard than I would like. Any particular reason for that? Or is it just bad coverage? Oh my god. Yeah, we have really bad fire coverage. Let's see if we can improve that a little bit. We'll put a small station there. And we'll put another small station just there. And that'll hopefully... I mean, that'll give us a bit, you know, a bit more coverage. We'll put another one there. And I guess we could probably do with another one just there. Right, that should help things along. We could probably do with a small fire station down here as well. I could put it right in the coast. I'm not really too keen on putting that there, though. Let's just put it there. Okay, so that'll give some good coverage to that area. Healthcare in that area is fine. Crime in that area is actually pretty good as well. So that should totally lower the fire hazard across the city, and that is what I want to do. I'm really happy with how this looks. I'm seriously super happy with how this is turning out. We have our new bus lines, which are actually getting some use, which is fantastic news. People are actually coming to the station to transfer line, which is also pretty brilliant. I think what I may end up doing is at some point I will get another bus station, but it'll probably go somewhere like up here at some point, and there'll be a line that goes between them, and then this station down here can deal with the bus lines in this space, I guess, on this kind of side of that stretch of river. Whereas the station up here will deal with all of these, and there'll be a line that goes between them. So that'll be interesting to see. I don't think I'll ever need any more than 2 of these, to be honest. I can't see me needing any more than 2 of them anyway. We'll see. We do have some industrial demand. That is probably something to deal with. Let's just go ahead and fill that space in. That'll build up pretty quickly. No, I can't do anything there. The only problem I'm seeing here is I don't know if it is truly industrial demand or if they want some offices. There is demand for commercial, which is really good. It's not often I get to see that. So I think what we'll do with that commercial demand is we'll come down here and start doing some stuff with this area. So let's see. Oh god, we're a colossal city. We've got the nuclear power plant and the cargo hub. And a new area too. Alright, that's actually pretty good. That's kind of some big news there. I don't mind being a colossal city whatsoever. Let's see, can I take this across relatively close to the highway? I can. Okay, let's go to there. Let's turn off snapping though, so I can get it a little bit closer. Just like that should be fine. You know what? I'm going to run this road straight across. Can I do that? Well, no, I can't. I'll take it to there then. Then I guess I'll take this one to there. Yeah, this will be interesting. This will be interesting. If I take this one to here and then connect it there, we can get some stuff in there. We can totally get some interesting buildings in there. Let's just, you know, make some weird looking grid space and go ahead and fill this out with some leisure, I guess. This'll... Oh no, it's tourism, so this is going to be nothing but hotels. Which I'm fine with. I'm fine with it being nothing but hotels. We'll leave that space empty. I'll put a large park in there, such as the very large park, that one. Actually, I might put that in there. No, we'll put it in there. There we go. Giant park in there, and then we zone all of this with some high-density commercial, which should turn into a bunch of hotels. Oh, there we go. Bunch of buildings popping up. Some of them are offices, of course. I decided to put those in there because that'll deal with the industrial demand that we had. But here's a bunch of hotels of all different sizes. Looks absolutely brilliant. I love it to bits. This area is going to look really cool. I really like the whole leisure and tourism specialization thing. I really enjoy it, you know? Although I am noticing that this is a bit of a problem. The traffic here is backing up a hell of a lot. I guess... Well, I don't really know why it's doing it, to be honest. I was going to say it could be to do with the fact that there's traffic going this way, but that's not a through road. They can't really... That road isn't affected at all, so it is just traffic coming out of the city is backing this up. I guess just having a giant main road wasn't really my best idea. That probably wasn't the smartest thing, especially since that road is incredibly busy. But, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I'm not quite sure how I'll figure it out, but I will find a way to figure out this problem. I think it probably will just be a case of having more ways in. Like, the people down here at the minute, they have to go the whole way, you know, anyone that wants in from this entrance to the city is going in there, anyone that wants in from here. I mean, it is a bit weird. I would expect more people to be using the bridges, but I guess a lot of people from Franklin Park wanting to go here are probably using the highway. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. A lot of emergency vehicles there, good lord. We will absolutely figure it out, but for the meantime, I think I'm going to leave it there, because I'm pretty happy with all of this. There is also big demand for even more office space, I assume. So what I'll do is I'll zone some of that just along here. And I think I'll go ahead and I'll just zone a bunch of, I'll put some offices there. I'll zone just a bunch more commercial and get all the hotels and stuff in, because that'll be absolutely brilliant to have. We'll put some hotels along the road there. But that should become a very interesting area. We probably want to get a couple of police stations in there, just a couple of small ones, such as one there at the corner, just to help with the area. Could probably do with a clinic as well. That's probably something worth investing in, so we'll get a clinic and we'll just chuck it down at the end there. That'll be fine. Crematorium is probably something worth having as well, so let's go ahead and just chuck that in there. Okay, and then fire. I think we'll be okay with fire for the meantime. I am liking this, though. We also have new land, which we should... I don't know where to purchase. I'm thinking up here. I think up here could possibly be the best place to go. Alternatively, I mean, to be honest, I'll probably get the mod that lets me unlock all the tiles, so I can sort of build further out. But right now, I think up here is probably one of the better ones to go for. I think that one... I mean, this one's useless. This is just water, so that's not much use to me. I think this one's probably the one to go for, and we'll sort of build up that way. Away from the coast, that's the problem. I could go with these ones. I could totally go with those ones, and have more coastline to work with. That might be worth doing, but we have coast here already, so we'll see. We'll go with that one. It's fine. We'll grab that one. There we go. The city's growing. Fantastic. Look how good that looks from here, though. Just lit up at night. That is so good. I'm so happy with it. And I love how this is working. These roads are actually working, which is incredible. I never expected that to happen. Also, lots of traffic flowing through there. It is just a very busy place. It is absolutely a very, very busy place, and I'm okay with that because it seems to be working. Like, traffic isn't really backing up anywhere but here. So that's good. That is very, very good. There is huge demand for industrial zoning. I don't know if that's office or if that's anything else, but we'll see. We will absolutely see. Anyway, folks, like I said, I'm going to leave it there, so thank you kindly for watching. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!